We have breaking news in the NHL. We have another long-term, very expensive goaltender contract signed, this time between the Dallas Stars and Jake Oettinger. We'll discuss the details coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have some pretty significant breaking news in the NHL. We have another long-term, very lucrative and expensive goaltender contract extension signed. Of course, recently we've seen Jeremy Swayman get his contract, finally get into the end of training camp, the beginning of the Bruins season. And of course, we saw his old buddy and former teammate, Linus Ullmark, sign a very similar deal, except for a shorter term, given the fact he's a little bit older. And now another Swayman friend, Jake Oettinger, with the Dallas Stars, pretty much gets almost the identical contract to Jeremy Swayman. Of course, Jake Oettinger, 25 years old, 6'5", over 200 pounds, big goaltender. He's got a lot of great experience early in his career with the Dallas Stars. You can make an argument that he probably could have commanded more money, to be completely honest. NHL insiders are saying that two sides were not even talking a week ago. So this came together fairly quick. They obviously used the Swayman template as something to build off of, and they really didn't make a lot of change. So the term is 8 years. The average annual value was 8.25, same as Swayman. He gets lots of signing bonus money in there. He does have a complete no-move clause from years 2 through 6. I believe in Swayman's case, there's 1 year less of a complete no-move, where it switches to a modified no-trade in the last couple seasons. So pretty much the identical contract, identical structure, identical clauses, except for 1 year different on the no-move clause. That is it. That is all. And in Jake Ottinger's case, he's been a true number one for a longer period of time than Jeremy Swayman. Swayman, during his time with the Bruins, before he got his contract, was always a tandem goalie with Linus Ullmark. So it makes sense with what Ullmark and Swayman did together that they got very similar, if not the same money here. And then, of course, Oettinger, I think he could have demanded more. I really do. But I think, he obviously didn't want to push it too far. I wanted this to come together quickly. And here we go. I mean, look at the number of games played that Oettinger has done. He has a bigger body of work than Swayman has, with very comparable numbers. Like looking at Jake Ottinger's regular season stats, he's played 196 games so far, whereas he put up a 2.49 goals against and a 914 save percentage. He's also had 3 years of playoff action, being the number one guy as well. Swayman only has the 1 year, really last year, and even then Ullmark still saw some of the action. I know looking back to his first postseason in the 7-game series, he put up a 954. It's ridiculous save percentage. Of course, that would have been when they lost in 7 games to the Calgary Flames. 2 years ago, his numbers in the playoffs were not as good. They did go on a deeper run. He played 19 games. Played 19 games last year. Numbers were much, much better. So overall, he's played 47 playoff games so far. Again, a lot more than Swayman. And his averages work out to be pretty similar to his regular season, 2.46 and a 915 save percentage. So all in all, he's proven that he is a solid number one. Yes, his playoffs 2 years back might not have been quite where he wanted. Had a few rough games in there, certainly. But, overall, like I said, he's young. He's got the talent. He's big. He covers the net well. He's getting the job done for Dallas. They will be, able to be a team that's going to be competitive for a long, long time. Like, this is a job well done by the Dallas Stars to go from an aging core to incorporating the youth to kind of make a smooth transition, so that as the older guys eventually kind of work their way out of the organization, the younger guys can come in and take bigger roles. And here we are. I mean, you got Miro Heiskanen in there. You got Thomas Harley. Obviously you get some young top talented forwards like Johnston and Hintz and Jason Robertson. Like, they're in great hands. And many of these guys are now signed long-term. So Dallas, I think this is a well-deserved contract for Oettinger. I have no problem with it whatsoever. Like I said, I honestly think he was in a position where he could have went a little bit more than Swayman. But you also got to factor in the difference in taxes and all that. Obviously, the no-state taxes do play a role. So that's a bit of a factor too. And at the end of the day, Jeremy Swayman said he wanted to reset the goalie market. And in many ways, he kind of has. I mean, obviously, Igor Shesterkin's still out there waiting for his big money, lucrative extension to be the highest paid goalie. But all these younger guys that are in their mid-20s, and even in the case of Linus Ullmark, a bit older, but still, in his prime years, are all getting paid much more handsomely because of the fact that Swayman held his ground, stood his ground, and got what he wanted, or pretty close to it. It might not have been exactly what he wanted, but these negotiations, they always go in higher, expecting to come in lower and meet somewhere in the middle. So here we are, another lucrative goaltending contract across the NHL. Let me know what you think of the terms of this deal for the Dallas Stars and Jake Oettinger in the comments. We will discuss further. If you're new to the channel, of course, make sure you subscribe and stick around. We'll be back later recapping the rest of today's NHL news and rumors around the league. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.